Earlier this year, I uploaded a video called The MCU is Mid and Why That Doesn't Matter, where I took a deep dive look at the Marvel Cinematic Universe, watching every film that was out at the time and analyzing each film and giving it a rating. And as you might imagine based on the title, my ratings were not the highest. And pretty quickly into working on this project, I had a lot of conflict because I kind of felt bad crapping all over this franchise that so many people love. And it got to a point where I questioned whether I was maybe gatekeeping these films, saying that they were bad and trying to say so in a more objective manner, when really it's just my opinion. They are not films for me, and that's fine. And because of this and being in California for work for like a month, I took quite a bit of time off working on this video and took a lot of time to reflect and just think about what I was doing. And that's where the subtitle of the video comes into play, the why it doesn't matter, and why I added a little bit more analysis in the middle and at the end of the video of saying, hey, this is my opinion, but it really doesn't matter on a grand scale. If you like the Marvel movies, that's cool. And I don't want to project that on anybody else. And that is so difficult when making videos about movies or about anything that people have a lot of opinions about. And I think this is something that happens all the time on social media, especially in the film world. Film nerds, myself included, I've definitely been guilty of this, very often push their taste on other people, whether that be this movie is really good and you have to watch it, otherwise you're not a movie enjoyer, or on the other end of the spectrum, this movie is so bad, I can't believe you liked it. And it's been so hard to find that line of where can I express my opinions when talking about movies in my content versus when does it maybe hurt people's feelings because I'm saying negative things about something they really care about. Like, I genuinely just don't enjoy the MCU. A lot of people accused me of making it satirical or making it hate bait or whatever it might be. But that video is my genuine opinions about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I know that I am in the minority of people that don't like the MCU, but I tried to make it digestible and I tried to make it understandable from the other side. And I talked to a lot of people in making the video, and I showed the video to a lot of people that like the MCU before it was ever published. And I kind of got the green flag. And at the end of the day, the people that love the MCU and are crapping all over my opinions are pretty much doing the same thing that I'm doing, just in the reverse order. And they think it's okay because that's their opinion being pushed on me with the counter opinion. And so this idea of gatekeeping in film sort of goes both ways. And it's really frustrating because I don't know where to stand. I don't know how to appease to everybody, and all while trying to navigate getting into making more content about film. I want to embrace film as much as possible as something that I'm very passionate about. And I hope that that comes through in my content, even if I'm being very negative about something. Because at the end of the day, film is such a diverse medium of art, and there's literally every possible subgenre and niche in film imaginable. I also want to expand my own horizons in film, and that's one of the reasons I made the MCU video. I was genuinely interested to watch it as its complete project and what it is on a grand level. And I will say, I don't regret watching it. I maybe regret some of the takes I've made in hindsight that maybe I was a little too harsh on, but overall it was an enjoyable experience. I love that video. I think it's one of the best things I've ever made, and I definitely want to do other franchises moving forward. I just want to encapsulate as wide a gamut as possible in my content to try to have a diverse understanding of film, because there's so much value from watching a film you love just as much as there's a ton of value in watching a movie you don't love. And I want to try to always keep in the back of my mind when working on a project that my opinion is probably the complete opposite of somebody that might watch this video. And I want to try to kind of hone myself in and have that understanding going into basically any project. Because at the end of the day, film is really cool, and I love talking about film and making content about film and watching films in a different way when I'm making a project about it. The last thing I would want to do is push somebody away from enjoying films and or enjoying my content about films because of something I might say. And I think it's important to talk about now while I'm sort of establishing myself more in making content around films. Thank you guys so much for watching this video though. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, a like would be greatly appreciated, as well as commenting down below your thoughts about all of this. And if you've seen the MCU video, what are your thoughts about that and my opinions and how I went about that with all of this in mind? I would love to get better at, keeping in mind the opposing opinion and everything like that. So I'd love to have a discussion in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, as always, do the right thing, good vibes only, and never stop creating. Peace. That was a long recording, dude.